Hi, are you ready for today's class, fourth grade? I hope you are nice and energized and not sleepy at all, like this polar bear. Okay, let's begin. So, today and tomorrow we're going to review chapter 7, and then on Wednesday we're going to take a chapter 7 assessment. So, let's get started with number lines. Please pause the video and complete number 9 on your own on your whiteboard. And play the video when you're ready to check your answer. Oh, you must be ready to check your answers. Okay, so let's look at 0 to 0.1 first. Okay, now 0 is the same thing as saying 0 hundredths, and 1/10 is the same thing as saying 10 hundredths. And I know that there are 10 equal number of spaces between 0 hundredths and 10 hundredths. So this is 0 hundredths, 100, 2 hundredths, 3 hundredths, 4 hundredths, 5 hundredths, 6 hundredths, 7 hundredths, 8 hundredths, 9 hundredths, and there's 10 hundredths. So here this is 5 hundredths. Let's look at the next part of the number line between 0.1 and 0.2. 0.1 is 1/10. It's the same thing as saying 10 hundredths. 0.2 is the same thing as saying 2/10 or 20 hundredths. And there's 10 equal intervals between 10 hundredths and 20 hundredths. So let's count each tick mark. This is 10 hundredths, 11 hundredths, 12 hundredths, 13 hundredths, 14 hundredths, 15 hundredths, 16 hundredths, 17 hundredths, 18 hundredths, 19 hundredths, 20 hundredths. So here, this is 12 hundredths, and here, this was 19 hundredths. Alright, let's look at the next interval. So we have 2/10 and 3/10. 2/10 is the same thing as saying 20 hundredths. 3/10 is the same thing as saying 30 hundredths. And there's 10 equal intervals. Okay, so this is 20 hundredths, 21 hundredths, 22 hundredths, 23 hundredths, 24 hundredths, 25 hundredths, 26 hundredths, 27 hundredths, 28 hundredths, 29 hundredths, 30 hundredths. And this was 26 hundredths. And the last interval, we have 3/10, which is 30 hundredths, 4/10, which is 40 hundredths, and there's 10 equal intervals. So let's count: 30 hundredths, 31 hundredths, 32 hundredths, 33 hundredths, 34 hundredths, 35 hundredths, 36 hundredths, 37 hundredths, 38 hundredths, 39 hundredths, 40 hundredths. And so this was 33 hundredths. Here are the answers for you to check. You can pause your video and check if you need to. All right, let's continue. Oh, but before we do, give yourself a high five. All right. Now let's review changing words to decimal form. To do this, I'm going to use my handy dandy place value chart over here. Okay? Because when I read it, I know how to write it and place it in my place value chart. So let's take a look, okay, for 9 hundredths. Okay? 9 hundredths, I know I have to put a 9 here, and then I'm going to put a 0 here and a 0 here. And this reads as 9 hundredths. Okay? 35 hundredths. Okay? Well, I know I can't write 35 in one place value column. My highest digit is a 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the 5, and I'm going to move the 3 over here. So now this reads as 35 hundredths. But I'm going to make sure to put a 0 in the ones. Okay. Let's look at 8/10 and 6 hundredths. Okay, so here's 8/10. Here's 600ths. Okay. Oh, perfect. So this is 8 tenths and 600ths. Then we put a 0 here in the ones. Okay. All right. And number 17, 50 ones. Okay. So can I put a 50 here like this? No. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the 0 there. Okay. I'm going to move the 5 here. So now it's 50 ones and 22 hundredths. So let's see. Can I put a 22 here in the hundredths column? No. But I'm going to keep the 2 digit here, the last digit, and then I'm going to transfer the first digit here. Okay, so now it's 22 hundredths. So it's 50 ones and 22 hundredths. Okay. All right. Well, here you go. Oh, did I say pause the video? I don't remember. Oh well. Here it is. Okay. Woo! I hope this is getting easier and easier as the days pass. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change the fraction or mixed number into a decimal. And I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to just read it out loud. And once I read my fraction out loud, I know how to put it in my place value chart. So let's start. Number 18, 4 hundredths. Okay, so I'm going to look at my hundredths column and write a 4. So this is 4 hundredths. So here I'm going to put a 0. Okay, 65 hundredths. Okay, so I know I can't write a 65 here. I'm going to keep the last digit in 65 here. And I'm going to move this 60 hundredths over here to 6 tenths. Okay, all right, because it's 65 hundredths, right? So I'm going to move the 6 here. I'm going to put the 0 here. All right, 2 and 14 hundredths. So it's 2, that's 2 wholes, right? 2 and 14 hundredths. Can I put a 14 here? No, because the biggest value I can put is like 9, right? That's it. I can only put a single digit here. So I'm going to keep the 4, my last digit, and I'm going to move this 1 here. So now it's 2 and 14 hundredths. Okay? 30 and 30 wholes. So 30 wholes is like this. 30 wholes, right? And 8 tenths. I'm sorry, it's 8 hundredths. 30 wholes and 8 hundredths. Oh, sweet. So I'm going to have to put a 0 here. And then the last one, 202 hundredths. Oh man, can I write my 202 here like this? No. Okay, so I'm going to leave my last digit there and then put my 20 here. But can I put a 20 here? No. So I'm going to leave my last digit there and just move my 2 over here. So now this is 202 hundredths. Okay? Oh, I guess I forgot to say pause the video again. So here it is. Oh yeah. All right. Now we're going to change decimals into word form. Okay. So let's take a look over there. And please pause the video, and when you're ready to just check your answer, you can play it again. Okay. Hey, how are you? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write these numbers in my place value chart, and once I have it, then I can easily just say it in words, okay? So 0.75, so that's how many tenths? 7 tenths, and how many hundredths? 5 hundredths, okay? What about 3.46? Okay. How many ones? There's 3 ones. How many tenths? 4 tenths. And how many hundredths? 6 hundredths. Okay, what about 5.08? Okay, 5.08. Okay, there's 5 ones. How many tenths? 0 tenths. How many hundredths? 8 hundredths. There it is. Woo! All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to examine our decimals and write it in expanded form. Okay? So let's see. Let's see if you remember this. We did this when we were able to have class in person together, but that was a while ago, wasn't it? But it's okay, we'll review, and once we review, I think you'll remember how to do it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to just pause the video, try it on your own, play it if you want to check your answers with my answer. Okay, welcome back. Alright, so what I'm going to first do is I'm going to put this in my handy dandy place value chart. Okay, so I'm going to copy it exactly as I see it. Okay, so I see 1.56 like this, right? So how many ones do I have? I have 1. How many tenths do I have? I have 5 tenths. How many hundreds do I have? I have 6 hundredths. Okay, so this is going to become 1 plus, and then the fraction 5 tenths plus the fraction 6 hundredths. That's it, okay? Now, let's look at 24.07. I'm going to write it in my place value chart. Okay, so in here, I have, so to write it in expanded form, you can just look at each place value column, okay? So how many tens do I have? I have 2 tens, and that's equal to the number 20, right? How many ones do I have? 4, so that's just equal to the number 4. How many tenths do I have? That's 0, right? 0, 10. 0 over 10 is my fraction, or 0 tenths is my fraction. And how many hundredths do I have? 7. So my fraction here is 7 hundredths. So I'm going to write this in expanded form, 20, because there's 2 tens, plus 4, because there's 4 ones, plus 0 tenths as my fraction, because 0 is in the tenths column, plus 7 hundredths as my fraction, because 7 is in the hundredths column. So your answer should look like this. All right. Woo! Wonderful. Okay, well that's all for today, and I know you'll miss me, but don't worry, we'll see each other soon. Tomorrow. Well, kind of. We'll see each other in video land. Alright, we'll review again tomorrow so you can get ready and confident for your assessment. Bye!